My philosophy on roasting is really to accentuate the desirable flavors of the coffee and take out the less desirable flavors of the coffee. And that's how all roasters hopefully think about it. And we do that by roast profiling. So roast profiling is essentially temperature over time and what types of heat we're using. So, you know, I roast on a drum roaster and I can control airflow through my drum and airflow to the coffee, which means I can effectively control conductive heat and convective heat, which are two different types of heat transfer and affect the coffee differently and also give different flavors and different chemical reactions. The profiling process starts with understanding what you like about a coffee and understanding how those flavor traits react with different types of heat manipulation, and understanding how the flavors that you don't like about the coffee react with the same things. The idea being that essentially all flavors in coffee, all flavors and aromas in everything are chemical compounds or organic chemical compounds. And in coffee, maybe from 300 degrees to 320 degrees, it smells like blueberries and tastes like blueberries. That means that that chemical reaction is happening for those 20 degrees in that specific coffee. Now, if I go from 300 to 320 in 2 seconds, I don't give that chemical reaction a lot of time to happen, and then I will have less perceived blueberries in my cup. Where if I go from 300 to 320 over 5 minutes, then I give that chemical reaction a long time to happen, and it's more, I'm going to create more of that chemical compound during that time, and then I should have more perceived blueberries in the cup. So that's the whole idea behind roast profiling, or my take on it, is different temperature ranges, different organic compounds are created, and the good ones I want to extend, the bad ones I want to shorten.
As it heated up, I slowed down the heat to develop a lot of sweetness and things. And basically, it kind of smells like really sugary, almost like cake or something. And then as you get that sweetness going, you'll start to get this other smell happening as it gets closer to first crack, where the beans start to pop. When you get to there and you start to smell that, you want to punch the heat so you get a lot of that sort of punch coming out in the coffee when you taste it. You can hear it starting to pop. So as it really starts to get going, I'm going to actually pull the air, with open air, out of the drum and bring my heat down so that it starts to develop a lot slower. And the harder you kind of hit the coffee then, the more brightness it'll have in a cup. If you don't hit it really hard, it'll tend to be kind of flat or maybe real sweet and sugary, but not have that well-rounded acidity to it. Because this is for an espresso blend, I'm actually going a little bit darker than I normally would. Usually I drop it probably like around here, but I'm going to take it probably about another 15 degrees. It's the base for our main espresso, so I want it to have a lot of body, basically.